Every day I have conversations with people in their 40s and 50s that make good money but just don't have any money or have very little money saved for the future. They know they should be doing something, but they just have something that is stopping them from taking action. And when we're having a hard time making a decision, it's not so much that we need to get more information or that we lack knowledge. It's more so an issue of reframing how we're thinking through things. So let me ask you a simple question. If you had the option of giving up $1,000 each month now, in order for you to potentially have $1 million plus tax-free later down the line, would you say yes? Most people are going to say no, not because they don't like the idea of having millions in the future, not because it's inherently a bad deal, right? Because math is math, more so because when there's something presented to us that's opposite from what we believe, we just immediately discount it because it sounds too good to be true. When we don't understand things, we push them away as opposed to asking more questions and figuring out, hey, like, how does this actually work? Now, I say yes every single time, and so do my clients, not because we are reckless, but because we understand the trade-offs. So if you can bear with me, in this video, I'll walk you through how to take $1,000 and turn it into a few million by having a little bit of patience and also exercising a tool that you absolutely have at your disposal, but you probably don't know you can use it like this. Now, if this is the first time that we are meeting, my name is Nobu Musikiwa. I help people over 40 make intentional decisions with their money so they are not stuck relying on a 9 to 5 or working till they're 70. We don't want that. I'm going to ask you for one little favor, and that is to absolutely delete out of your mind everything that you know about life insurance. How you think life insurance works, just disregard all of that. What I'm going to walk you through has nothing to do with getting money when somebody passes away or leaving money when you pass away. This is about using tax laws and using life insurance to our advantage so we can actually grow money in that policy that is going to get interest as if we were in the stock market, but also when the stock market drops, our money is protected. Like I said, this is not about you leaving that money when you pass away. This is about you being able to access that money while you're alive for opportunities, for emergencies, or for income. And this is not your basic life insurance policy that you can do on your own or do via your bank or the mail. This is a custom designed cash value life insurance policy that allows you to not only have life insurance, but also essentially create a personal bank attached to it. And I'll walk you through what that looks like. Now, you might be sitting here saying, money is tight, like the economy is bad, it's the end of the year. There's all kinds of reasons why you can say that this is not going to be doable for you. Most people don't actually lack money. They just lack the clarity of what their money is doing for them. So they spend a few $100s here on shoes, they spend a few $100s there on designer stuff. And every single month, money is flying out of your pockets and not building anything versus taking that money and putting it somewhere where you are actually going to be building wealth for yourself. So my lovelies, this is not about income. This is about priorities. And once your priorities are clear, decisions become extremely easy. So like I said, this is not a regular life insurance policy. This is a cash value policy. And with these types of policies, what we're essentially doing is we are taking our cost of insurance and we are paying over and above that so we can create our personal bank. And the reason why we pay over and above is that whatever we put in on top of our actual policy cost, that is going to be getting interest as if it were in the stock market. However, when the stock market goes down, your money is going to be protected. The policy I'm going to walk you through is a foundation design. This is a 40-year-old male putting in $1,000 a month. Remember, this does not mean that the insurance is $1,000 a month because we're paying for the insurance, and then anything above and beyond the insurance is what is going in our savings bucket. Now, this foundation design is designed to do one thing and do one thing really well. Create a strong and stable base that everything else can be built on later. For this particular policy, the budget is $1,000 a month, and this is for 25 years. So from age 40 through age 65, he'll be putting in $1,000 a month, and at age 65, he is going to stop. So no more funds will be going into this policy after that point. Now, the way that this policy is designed is to keep insurance costs consistent over time, maximize how much cash can be taken out later on, and still have some flexibility so that if life happens, a job loss happens, emergencies happen, there is still the ability to keep that policy and not have it fall apart. Now, this is not to say that this is the correct policy for everybody. This is just a policy that works best with an individual based on timeline, their responsibilities, and also the future goals, which is to be able to take a good amount of cash out of this later on. And I'm going to walk you through how much cash can be taken out because of that $1,000 a month that he's putting in as opposed to just the cost of insurance. But before I get to that, I want to just say that If he passes away anytime in this 25-year period, the insurance amount, so how much would be paid out at the point of death, would be $607,000. So if he starts his policy today, puts in $1,000, the insurance company will pay out $607,000 for this particular gentleman. Each one of these policies are custom designed, so this foundation design is just one particular type. And every single design has a trade-off. So with this policy, he's putting in funds for 25 years. Every strategy has trade-offs, so this particular strategy requires commitment and requires consistency for a long period of time. Just want to say that's not for everybody, and it does not have to be. There are different designs that you can do. Each policy is custom designed depending on what you are trying to do specifically. So we'll be paying into this for 25 years. Over those years, the total that we put into this policy is $312,000. So you might be sitting here and asking, okay, but why would I not put this money into the bank instead? And I want to just remind you that the interest that is accrued on this is based on stock market performance. It's not just a straight basic interest rate based on what you're getting at your bank. Second thing is, because this is technically a life insurance policy, any money that grows in this or any money that is taken out is going to be tax-free as long as you follow certain stipulations. Now, for this foundation design, the hypothetical amount that would be available by age 50, this is hypothetical because the actual numbers depend on what happens in real life with the stock market, but the projected amount at age 50 will be $129K, right? So that means in 10 years, he's put in $120,000 into this policy. He has the life insurance where if he passes away, there's $607,000 that's going to be paid out. But in addition to that, he can access this $129,000 to take out to put a deposit on a house, to start a business, to become a hard money lender, to fund his kid's school. That might just be 1 year of school. I know school has gotten extremely expensive these days. But the point is that if you just have a regular policy, whatever you put in is just going towards a policy payment and that's it. Whereas when you have a policy like this, you still have your life insurance, but you also have a stack of cash that you can access whenever you want to. There's no applications, you request your funds and they're in your account in a couple of days. So by age 50, there's 129 available in the event that life happens. By age 60, that safety net grows even more to $396K. By age 75, he effectively has a decent mini bank for himself with over 1.2 million available, but also the life insurance, the amount that's paid out at the point of death, has also gone up to 1.2 million as well. I want to just pause and remind you that the date to stop paying into that is age 65. Total put in 312, and that would blossom into 1.2 million just based on interest. And remember, most important part, that can be accessed tax-free. And by age 95, this grows into multi-million-dollar territory, 4 million plus, still being tax-free. Now, leaving 4 million behind when you pass away is amazing, but the people that I work with are more interested in figuring out how to use that 4 million while they're alive. And that's exactly what I show my clients how to do, how to use this type of insurance to actually start getting a check from the insurance company while you're alive. If you want to work with me, the link is in the description. And the main way that this comes together is compound interest, time, and the proper custom policy design to make this happen for you. Now, some of you will hear this and decide that this is just not for you for one reason or another. And for other people, you will realize that this is exactly what you need to complement your portfolio in addition to what you're doing to get you to having more options in your life faster. And in this video right here, I'll walk you through 3 decisions that you absolutely want to get right before opening one of these policies so you do not lose any money and you actually get this started the smart way. I will see you there.